There is a dark reason this legendary crossover game was erased from history. Rovio is hiding a secret buried deep within its code that changes everything you thought you knew. You have to stick until the end to witness the one piece of evidence that exposes the entire scandal. This is the truth they tried to delete. Once upon a time in the digital age, two titans from entirely different realms collided. From one world came the birds, creatures round, triangular, and square, whose wrath was eternal after their children, their eggs, were stolen by greedy swine. From the other world came the Transformers, metallic gods of war forged on the planet Cybertron, warriors who bent their bodies into weapons, vehicles, and war machines. These forces should never have crossed paths. Yet greed and imagination summoned them together, birthing a union that was as unnatural as it was unforgettable. They called it Angry Birds Transformers. Rovio, keeper of the Bird Kingdom, joined hands with Hasbro, the ancient house of the Transformers. With Exient as their smiths, they hammered together a game that promised to change the battlefield forever. Early visions teased racing lanes of fire and speed, but that dream died in the forge. Instead, the hybrid came forth as a life-taker, cloaked in feathers and metal, carrying the weight of two empires on its fragile wings. The branding was genius, deceptively simple. Autobots became Autobirds. Decepticons became Deceptihogs. A parody, a prophecy, a perfect disguise. And for a moment, it looked as though this creation might fly. Children devoted endless hours to its cycle of coin grinding and character upgrading. But beneath the surface, rot festered. The loop repeated endlessly, a hollow ritual. Enemies blurred into sameness. Worlds collapsed into four stale environments. Potential, vast as Cybertron itself, was squandered before it could take shape. Yet even in this hollow shell, there was beauty. Nearly 100 warriors filled the roster, each forged with care. Red rose as Optimus Prime, a feathered general cloaked in steel. Chuck donned the mantle of Bumblebee, yellow streak of speed. Terrence thundered as Heatwave, Hal erupted as Grimlock. Across the battlefield, their pig-faced nemeses wore crowns of steel. King Pig as Megatron, Foreman Pig as Lockdown, Corporal Pig as Galvatron. Even the forgotten, Silver, Zeta, were given metallic rebirth. And each transformation, each upgrade, reshaped their very form, reminding players that power meant evolution. The animations were art, sacred incantations of movement. A bird morphing into a truck, a pig unraveling into a jet, it was sorcery rendered in pixels. And the music? Forged in the fire of Vince DiCola, the composer who once breathed life into Transformers, the movie, and Rocky IV. He poured thunder into this game, mixing rock and electric fury, creating hymns for a battlefield that deserved so much more. But fate is cruel. Mobile hunger consumed it. Battle passes, gacha traps, seasonal grinds, all chained the players in endless labor. Still, the faithful played. They believed. Until the curse of the 2.0 update struck. Rovio's Poison Chalice. A war past dividing Autobirds and Deceptihogs, stripping away originality, replacing true creation with hollow neon skins. Characters once noble were reduced to glowing husks, resold for $20 apiece. Innovation bled out. Bugs multiplied like plague. The events, once vibrant arenas, rotted under the infestation of bots and cheaters with impossible scores. By 2020, the glory had withered. The battlefield stood empty. Servers still flickered, but the spirit was gone. The game became a ghost, wandering, broken, remembered only by those who had once poured their youth into it. Angry Birds Transformers had lived half its life in death, a forgotten masterpiece rusting in plain sight. And still, the embers glow faintly. The character designs remain magnificent relics. The soundtrack still roars like a battle cry across time. The animations still transform with awe. But Rovio, the very gods who birthed it, no longer see it. They abandoned their hybrid child, leaving it to decay in silence. What was once hailed as a masterpiece now lingers like a fallen kingdom, its halls empty, its warriors locked in digital purgatory. Angry Birds Transformers was more than a game. It was a tragedy of squandered potential. And though it still breathes faintly, it breathes alone. Did you ever play Angry Birds Transformers? Which character was your favorite? Did you enjoy the music more than the gameplay, or the transformations more than the grind? Tell me your memories in the comments so we can remember together. And do not forget to subscribe for more stories of forgotten legends.